Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers, Cyrus last resort, a shocking hostage crisis rocks Port Charles. The walls are closing in on Cyrus Renault. Cyrus is being blamed for the deaths of Sam McCall and Dex Heller, as well as several other inexplicable fatalities, according to local reports. Cyrus is also aware that someone has been in his room, and that suspicions have been raised. When the vultures start circling, Cyrus will have to resort to a desperate move to ensure that he gets away with his crimes and does not end up in jail. In order to avoid prosecution, Cyrus will have to target some of Port Charles's favorites. Cyrus Renault starts a hostage crisis at a major PC event. A large event in Port Charles could be the setting for Cyrus to take matters into his own hands and go after those who wronged him or who he believes turned against him, including Elizabeth Baldwin, Jocelyn Jacks, Lucas Jones, Danny Morgan, Lucky Spencer, Lulu Spencer, and many others. A charity gala or other significant event at the Metro Court or another prominent Port Charles location would be an excellent spot to strike because many Port Charles residents would undoubtedly attend. When Cyrus believes he is surrounded and that holding someone, possibly Elizabeth or Jocelyn, at gunpoint is his only option, he may come in with a gun and take everyone hostage. He could wire the building and threaten to cause an explosion that would kill everyone. With lives at jeopardy, Police Commissioner Anna Devane and the PCPD must broker a deal with Cyrus in order for him to release the hostages. Cyrus refused to comply at first, but Anna persisted and tried to reason with him. Cyrus would prefer a swift getaway so that he could leave the country and avoid facing the charges against him. With so many lives at stake, Anna and the PCPD would be forced to follow Cyrus' requests. Will they be able to save the captives and convince Cyrus to surrender? Will Cyrus escape and become a fugitive from justice? Jason Morgan comes to the rescue. With so many lives on the line, Jason Morgan, whether present or not, may well rescue the day. He could simply find out what was going on and get engaged. Jason is quick on his feet, to say the least, and could quickly outwit Cyrus and undermine his influence before anyone is hurt. What do you think? What are your thoughts? Will Cyrus take matters into his own hands and pursue the inhabitants of Port Charles? Will Jason come to their rescue? Or will Cyrus flee with the PCPD's assistance and vanish? GH spoilers for Monday, February 17th, new beginnings, dismaying discoveries, and X's catch up. General Hospital spoilers and updates for Monday, February 17th tease new beginnings, shocking discoveries, and X's reconnect. Trina Robinson attempts a fresh start, Willow Corinthos makes a shocking discovery, and Carly Spencer and Sunny Corinthos catch up. New beginnings. Trina has had a difficult year, struggling to move on from the death of Spencer Cassadine, but it appears that she is trying a new beginning. She tells her best friend Jocelyn Jacks that Kai Taylor inquired if she was free tonight. It's Valentine's Day in Port Charles, and Trina and Kai appear to be planning their first date. Jocelyn appears to be sorrowful, but her thoughts are most likely on her own loss of Dex Heller and Spencer, who died just over a year ago. Trina appears to be finally ready to move forward in her life, which is a good thing. In the meantime, Mac Scorpio and Anna Devane are meeting at the PCPD to discuss their cases. Anna appears to be discussing the Cyrus Renault case with Mac, telling him they are getting closer, she can feel it. Cyrus is the primary suspect in the murders of Dex and Sam McCall, as well as another patient, who overdosed on digitalis. Despite Jocelyn almost blowing the investigation, it appears like progress is being made, and answers will be provided soon. But little do they know, according to future spoilers, he's preparing to strike again. Drew shows up to a tough room. In the meantime, Drew Quartermain arrives at Nina Reeves' house, most likely seeking for Willow. But she's not there, she's at work, and it appears that he meets her mother instead. He says this is going to be a tough room because he can sense his former lover's anxiety and animosity for him, despite the fact that it began as hate sex. Nina came dangerously near to exposing Drew as the two-timing filth he is, sleeping with her while beginning his seduction of her daughter. But she couldn't bring herself to introduce him to Willow just as a genuine mother-daughter bond was developing, so she and Carly have teamed up to work on something different. Willow looks disturbed when she speaks with someone in the hospital, most likely Martin Gray. She asks him, "Are you saying I'll lose?" Of course, she's referring to her children, Wiley Corinthos and Amelia Corinthos, whom she wants sole custody of. Drew certainly threw a kink in that custody arrangement when he scaled the wall to sneak into the Quartermain gatehouse and was discovered. Martin had recruited Elaine Smith to dig up dirt to investigate if Michael Corinthos was the father of Sasha's child. Instead, she befriended her. Jailhouse visits. Jason Morgan remains in detention at the PCPD after Anna arrested him for threatening Cyrus, and Martin filed charges. Sasha arrives to meet Jason, but she will have to wait her turn because someone else is with him at the moment. He still hasn't received bail, and Diane Miller hasn't been to jail that anyone knows of. It will be a bit before she can visit Jason, but she may be able to talk to her Uncle Mac while she waits. Will she want to tell Jason what little she found in Elaine's small notepad, or is she telling him what happened while she's dog-sitting? Elizabeth updates Jason. Elizabeth Baldwin is with Jason, and Lucky Spencer has also arrived at the station, according to future spoilers. She informs Jason that she believes they have discovered sufficient evidence to imprison Cyrus. There has been an ongoing investigation at the hospital, where Elizabeth was just restored as head nurse. Not to add that she and Lucky obtained some papers on the side from Turning Woods and most likely gave it in to the police. Exes catch up elsewhere. It appears that Sunny may be visiting Carly's house as she wants him to tell her what is truly going on. Carly is aware, of course, that Sunny was allegedly targeted when Michael was trapped in the firebombing of his flat. She is also well aware that Sunny worked out a custody arrangement with Ava Jerome, as Avery Jerome Corinthos has been staying with her. Perhaps she's asking about his unexpected trip out of town and back, and even though they've been divorced for years, she can tell something's wrong. She realized something was awry when someone tampered with his medications months ago, and she isn't afraid to ask about his health. Danny Morgan's deadly request. Will Jason Morgan grant his son's wish for revenge? Cyrus Renault has undoubtedly made enemies throughout Port Charles, but he may have just earned one of the most dangerous adversaries of all, Danny Morgan. Because Danny seeks vengeance. He wants his father to get it for him. Danny Morgan's vow. Cyrus Renault must pay. When Danny discovered that his mother, Sam McCall, had been murdered, his immediate inclination was clear: someone had to pay. And that person was Cyrus Renault. When Danny discovered that the digitalis poisoning was purposeful, he immediately thought of his father, Jason Morgan. That frightened Alexis Davis. She knew exactly what Jason was capable of. She understood what revenge meant in his society. But Christina Corinthos Davis did not see it that way. She recognized Jason as someone who does justice in his own unique manner. And she wasn't going to label it a terrible thing. A dangerous proposition. Danny wants Jason to act. By the time Danny received more information from Rocco Falconeri, there was little doubt in his mind that Cyrus Renault was responsible for his mother's death. And as soon as Jason returns from Germany, Danny immediately brings up the idea of permanently eliminating Cyrus. But this puts Jason in a tough situation. Because, while Jason has never needed an excuse to take down Cyrus before hearing the request from his son, that's an entirely different story. Jason Morgan's dilemma: to kill or not kill. Jason has never been one to hesitate when it comes to removing a threat. And Cyrus Renault is certainly a threat. But what happens to his son if he does this, takes Cyrus out because Danny begged him to? It is one thing for Danny to desire vengeance in theory. Things is another thing to live with the guilt of setting things in motion. Another issue is that there is still no conclusive evidence that Cyrus is to blame for Sam's death. Yes, the PCPD suspects him. Yes, everyone feels he is guilty. But what if they are wrong? If Jason acts now only to discover later that Cyrus was not responsible, he will have killed a man based on erroneous assumptions. And Jason isn't willing to take that risk, especially with Danny involved. Alexis Davis makes a desperate plea. Alexis is already concerned about how this circumstance is harming her grandchild. The last thing she wants is for Danny to become consumed by vengeance. So she begs Jason to step down. Let the police handle Cyrus. To prevent Danny from taking a perilous path. But Jason has never been one to let the law dictate what justice looks like. And if there's one thing everyone in Port Charles knows about Jason Morgan, it's that he refuses to let someone he cares about be wounded. Will Jason grant Danny's wish? The option is clear: Jason may eliminate Cyrus and give Danny the retribution he seeks, or he can hold back, knowing that putting Cyrus down under these circumstances may cause more harm than good. However, if Jason fails to act quickly, Danny may decide to take matters into his own hands. And if it happens, the results might be fatal. General Hospital spoilers: Nina discovers Michael is Sasha's real baby daddy. Will she tell Willow? General Hospital spoilers indicate that Nina Reeves may find that Michael Corinthos is Sasha Gilmore Corbin's real baby daddy, but will she tell Willow Corinthos? At this point, practically everyone in town believes Sasha slept with Jason Morgan and became pregnant as a result. Sasha is glad to let everyone believe so because it helps to alleviate suspicions about Michael. However, Sasha cannot keep this fatherhood secret forever. It's only a matter of time before Jason and Sasha's false father hoax is revealed. It's easy to imagine Nina stumbling into a discussion between Sasha and Jason in which she expresses gratitude to Jason for acting as her phony baby daddy. Nina might overhear Sasha discuss her one-night fling with Michael and how no one else knows. From a dramatic standpoint, entrusting Nina with this huge secret makes a lot of sense. That's because it would be a chaotic situation with Nina torn in so many directions. For starters, Nina cares about Sasha and may be hesitant to ruin her life. True, Sasha assisted Michael in cheating on Willow, but can Nina really judge her so harshly when Willow cheated with Drew Quartermaine? Speaking of Drew, GH fans must remember that Sasha is aware of his previous relationship with Nina. Sasha was the one who informed Cody Bell, who later decked Drew at the pub for kissing Willow and banging her mother. In other words, Sasha has her own dirt if Nina decides to play hardball. Nina and Sasha's friendship could be damaged if they start throwing threats around. Perhaps Sasha will warn Nina that if she tells anyone about Michael getting her pregnant, she would damage her relationship with Willow by revealing her fling with Drew. Nina's forgiveness for Sasha's previous transgressions is frequently discussed. Sasha and Nina genuinely care about each other, yet their bond could be shattered due to the secrets they both hide. Of course, Nina may find out who Sasha's real baby daddy is and expose the truth regardless of the risks. Nina may believe that this dirt is the only way to help Willow maintain her children and come open about sleeping with Drew, so eliminating Sasha's leverage. Whatever the case, it would be intriguing to watch what Nina would do if she found herself in a situation like this. Our forecasts indicate that Nina has more drama ahead of her, so stay tuned to see if she discovers Sasha's secret. According to General Hospital spoilers, Sasha and Nina's friendship may shatter sooner or later, so we'll keep you updated on any wild news or heated moments. General Hospital comings and goings: dubious duo returns. A pair of dubious people have returned to General Hospital. Check out the newest casting updates from General Hospital. Find out if any newcomers are joining the soap as contract, recurring, or day players, if any famous actors from the past are joining the show, and if any of your favorite performers are leaving the ABC serial. Chris McKenna has extensive screen time as Jack Brennan beginning February 17, 2025. Expect the actor to appear in scenes opposite Laura Wright's Carly on Tuesday, February 18 and Wednesday, February 19. He also appears on Friday, February 21. Jeff Kober continues to cause havoc as Cyrus Renault. On Monday, February 17, the terrible character will appear and attack again. General Hospital spoilers: Carly and Nina's unholy alliance has shocking consequences. Nina Reeves is attempting to persuade her biggest adversary, Carly Spencer, to work together to break up Nina's daughter, Willow Corinthos, and Drew Quartermaine. While these two collaborating is an unexpected narrative surprise, not to mention a lot of fun, the outcome might be disastrous, as Carly and Nina's animosity against each other could be the demise of their grand plan. But what if it isn't, and they can make it work? Nina Reeves and Carly Spencer sabotage Drew Quartermaine's decorating plans. Nina is aware that Maxie Jones has promised to assist Drew in decorating the new property he has purchased, probably in order to relocate Willow and Michael Corinthos' children, Wiley Corinthos and Amelia Corinthos. Nina understands that the best way to prolong this is to thwart Drew's decorating intentions. Nina and Carly have enough connections to prevent Drew and Willow from moving in together. This would be the first move in their strategy to eventually split up Drew and Willow. Nina Reeves and Carly Spencer attempt to find someone to seduce Drew Quartermaine in order to persuade Willow of Drew's true colors. Nina and Carly would seek out someone to seduce Drew and arrange for Willow to meet them together. Drew's recent activities have proven to be highly unethical, and Nina and Carly may easily lure Drew into their trap, allowing Willow to see Drew for who he truly is. It would be delightful to watch Nina and Carly plot to trap Drew. Nina Reeves and Carly Spencer bury the hatchet. Working together may prove to be more beneficial than either Carly or Nina had anticipated. This might have a startling outcome. Could Nina and Carly actually bury the hatchet? Now that they've united in their plan to break up Willow and Drew, as well as in the common cause of protecting their shared grandchildren, they realize they can tolerate each other and want to keep working together to achieve their goals. They would never call themselves friends, but they would get closer to being frenemies. They realize they can truly help one another, and the connection will be mutually beneficial. The fact that this may happen is nearly unfathomable, yet it is certainly possible if they can finally find common ground and work together effectively. What do you think? Do you think Carly and Nina will join forces? Will Carly and Nina realize that working together isn't so bad? Will they eventually bury the hatchet as a result of their collaborative efforts? General Hospital Spoilers Weekly Update February 10th to 14th, Anna's arrests and Sidwell's secret. It's been a major week in the Cyrus investigation. General Hospital spoilers for the week of February 17th to 21st, 2025 reveal another probable Digitalis victim following a week of Cyrus confrontations. Weekly Recap Episode 15645 Air date, Monday, February 10th, 2025. When Jason returned home from Germany, he ran with Tracy, who informed him that the secret about his being Sasha's baby daddy had been revealed. Felicia arranged a meeting between Cody and Sasha to make amends, until Jason arrived and Cody pressured him to reveal he is the father. Carly and Nina established an agreement to keep Drew away from Willow. Brennan tipped Jocelyn off to the deceased Austin's address. Rick welcomed Elizabeth back to GH as head nurse and informed her of Cyrus' release, who overheard their chat. Christina brought Avery and Donna to the park, where they encountered Ava. When Ava attempted to take Avery to her new apartment, Rick arrived and admonished her not to compromise the custody battle, before they enjoyed a passionate kiss. Trina ran into Kai, who told her that he enjoyed her companionship. Willow spoke with Martin about the divorce, and when Martin proposed they collect dirt on Michael, Nina tried to dismiss the idea. Episode 15646 aired on Tuesday, February 11th, 2025. Curtis and Jordan met with Sidwell to discuss turning the pier into the Esplanade. On the plane back from Los Angeles, Sonny discovered that he will not require a pacemaker but will still require surgery. After Sasha stormed out of the Port Charles Grill, Jason met her at the boathouse and decided to pretend to be the baby's father for Michael's sake. Elizabeth visited Charlie's to catch up with Isaiah, while Cyrus brought Martin there to discuss their niece. Emma and Gio encountered Trina and Kai at Charlie's, where Emma convinced them to join her animal welfare organization. When Kai posted a selfie with Emma and Cyrus in the background, Danny saw it and went to face the man who the PCPD suspects murdered his mother. Rocco told Jason, who rushed over and asked Cyrus to remove his hand from Danny when he attempted to calm him down. Episode 15647 air date, Wednesday, February 12th, 2025. After getting Danny away from Cyrus, Jason brought him home and told him about his plan to pretend to be Sasha's baby's father. When Trina became agitated about Cyrus' presence at Charlie's, Kai approached him and politely asked him to leave. Lucky and Elizabeth commiserated about Cyrus being on board with everyone's idea that he was responsible for the murders. When only the two of them remained as Lucky cleaned up the tavern, they danced while Cyrus watched through the window. Tracy agreed to support Alexa's position over her grandchild at the Port Charles Grill, while Nina persuaded Willow not to seek up dirt on Michael. When Chase had to bring Jocelyn in for questioning at Bobby's, Lulu took over and was assisted by Dante. Carly and Brenna visited the Brown Dog, where Lucas and Maxie were also having a cousin's night out. Lucas warned his sister against getting too close to Brennan, and Maxie warned Brennan not to tamper with Carly. Episode 15648 aired on Thursday, February 13th, 2025, and Jason caught up with Sonny after their excursions, when Sonny updated him on his medical status. Later, Nina ran into Sonny, and he realized he might not be able to trust her because she is on Willow's side. Sasha ran into a woman with a dog named Mavis outside Bobby's, and when she told Felicia, she discovered the woman was P.I. Elaine Stevens. Elaine met Martin in the park, and when Sasha found her whereabouts, she grabbed Mavis' leash and attempted to dig through Elaine's purse for information while Elaine was on the phone. Sasha purposefully let go of the leash, and when Elaine went after Mavis, he heard tires screeching and Elaine screaming. Chase acknowledged to Anna that he told Dante that Cyrus was their suspect, after which Anna summoned Jason for questioning and arrested him for threatening Cyrus. Chase went to ask Elizabeth about what she had heard, but she refused to give up Jason. When Cody observed Molly hurrying out of the hospital, he followed her to the roof, concerned. The two were locked on the roof in the cold, and Molly admitted that she exploited her ADA status to obtain records from GH that she should not have. Episode 15649 airdate, Friday, February 14, 2025. When Sonny arrived at Ava's apartment and discovered Rick there, he offered to create a custody arrangement and resolve the conflict. They settled on a 50-50 split, which frustrated Rick. Lulu had a heart-to-heart with Christina about Sam, and Sonny went to Charlie's to inform her of the custody agreement. During a meeting with Deception, Lucy invited Sidwell, a new assistant. When he met Natalia in the parking lot later, he inquired as to whether her co-workers were aware of their previous marriage. Molly acknowledged to Cody that she stole Sam's autopsy report, and Lucas and Isaiah rescued them from being trapped on the roof. When Alexis arrived at the PCPD to speak with Jason, she stated she wanted to be the one to kill Cyrus, but neither of them should act on their vengeful instincts. While Sasha held onto a safe and sound Mavis, Elaine was treated for her injuries before admitting to Sasha that she was under investigation. Coming next in Port Charles, Valentine's Day could end in tragedy if Cyrus attacks again. Next week's breakdown episode 15650 will air on Monday, February 17, 2025. Cyrus prepares to strike again. Carly and Sonny talk. Liz and Lucky provide an update to Anna. Mac is dismayed. Willow makes an unwelcome discovery. Episode 15651 aired on Tuesday, February 18, 2025. Brennan shocks Carly. Kai and Trina spent Valentine's Day together. Anna implores Jason. Maxie plays matchmaker. Chase makes a romantic gesture at Brooklyn. Episode 15652 aired on Wednesday, February 19, 2025. Dante enlightens Lulu. Drew and Curtis's relationship becomes increasingly strained. Willow is caught off guard. Chase makes a confession. Carly and Brennan are interrupted. Episode 15653 aired on Thursday, February 20, 2025. Jason makes a significant decision. Laura receives unexpected news. Portia and Isaiah try to save a life. Brooklyn confronts her worries. Jordan strategizes. Episode 15654 air date, Friday, February 21, 2025. Anna shares exciting news with Dante. Sasha shares a confession. Drew and Jason face battle. Brennan does damage control. Lulu is stunned. GH spoilers, where is TJ Ashford, and is he gone for good? General Hospital spoilers and updates raise the question, where is TJ Ashford? He hasn't been seen in a while, is he gone for good? Fans of General Hospital have watched TJ Ashford grow and change over the years, but a wave of fear is sweeping through the community. Some assume that they witnessed the character's dying moments. As fans speculate on the soap's future steps, social media is abuzz with queries concerning TJ's possible fate. TJ has been a big presence on the show since his debut in 2012, when he was first introduced as a teenager taken under Sean Butler's wing. Sean was a close friend of his deceased father, who unfortunately died in battle due to friendly fire, and was later found to be TJ's birth father. Tolly became a thing over time. TJ garnered substantial prominence for his close relationship with Molly Lansing Davis. In 2021, they became civil partners. Their journey was distinguished by their strong desire to establish a baby, but both surrogacy attempts ended in tragedy, which gradually strained Molly and TJ's friendship. As a result, supporters have expressed concern for TJ's well-being. On Reddit, one user asked the question, "How long will TJ be missing?" The fan elaborated, "They ended his pairing and now don't know what to do with him. He can't go to the hospital to save a life or go out to dinner with friends because Molly is his entire universe, and without her, he's irrelevant." Contract negotiations? A fan speculated that the situation could be due to concerns about Taj Bello, the actor who currently plays TJ. They added, "I heard his contract will expire this month. So, I hope we'll have clarity on this in a few weeks." The fan also expressed dissatisfaction with how the soap opera treats its younger male characters, saying, "I really despise the way they portray the young males on this program. They're not allowed to be too strong or tough, and they can't be portrayed as extremely intellectual either." Some fans suspect a replacement occurred. Fans kept the debate going by reminiscing about the past. "I recall a time when soap operas had a greater sense of balance, back 20 years ago. The writing back then actually resonated with me. Nowadays, the portrayal of guys under 40 seemed lacking." Many more joined in, repeating similar concerns. Some suspected that other characters were being groomed to take TJ's place on the program, while others considered the potential consequences of his departure on the storyline. However, a number of supporters showed their affection for TJ, bemoaning the potential of his departure, with remarks such as, "I can't help but worry if he's actually leaving. We will know for sure in a few weeks. I suspect Dr. Isaiah Gannon is stepping in for him," they said, reflecting their conflicting emotions. Fans continued their speculations. "It's truly unfortunate that the hospital is facing such a severe doctor shortage, and given that he's Jordan Ashford's son, how could she possibly not notice his absence? I've been enjoying the show more recently, but I'll be disappointed if he doesn't return soon. He vanished, like did Marcus Taggart and Felix Dubois, and will most likely remain off-screen. That is, unless they chose to declare that the surrogate did not suffer a miscarriage and may introduce their child in roughly 15 years. TJ had few storylines for years, and if it hadn't been for the surrogacy plot, I doubt we'd have seen much of him last year. Nobody anticipated Michael Corinthos' journey to Europe to influence the course of events in Port Charles, but what if his return brings a surprising revelation? Spencer Cassadine is still alive. A mysterious survival. Could Spencer Cassadine be in Baden-Baden? Spencer Cassadine had been considered dead for more than a year. His body was never located in the chilly, dark waters of the Seine, and as his loved ones mourned, the thought remained, what if? And today, that what if may become a reality. If Spencer had survived the dangerous fall, he was likely seriously damaged. And if he had been saved, where would he have gone? A suitable location would be the famed Baden-Baden facility, which is well known for undertaking reconstructive surgery in addition to treating serious burns. After all, they are the same doctors that altered Valentine Cassadine, who was previously thought to be permanently scarred. Spencer's hidden fate, amnesia and a new face. It's not difficult to envisage Spencer arriving at the clinic severely burned, broken, and with no memory of who he was. A John Doe, lost in the world, much like his father, Nicholas Cassadine. Spencer, like Sonny Corinthos in Nixon Falls, could have spent months in recuperation with no connection to his past, until now. Michael and Spencer, a connection that runs deep. Michael may not be Spencer's blood kin, but their families have been linked for decades. Spencer's mother, Courtney Matthews, was Sonny's half-sister. Michael was raised by Sonny. Even though they were not particularly close, the two had always felt like extended family. But what if fate intervenes? What if Michael meets a man who appears to be both unusual and familiar? And what if, when Spencer sees Michael, something snaps in his mind? Who is paying Spencer's bills? A year at an excellent European clinic isn't inexpensive. Spencer's accounts were long ago frozen. So, if Spencer has been there the entire time, it begs an important question: who is paying for his care? Could it be a mysterious benefactor who is keeping him concealed for their own reasons? Or does the clinic accept charity cases, implying Spencer has been unintentionally relying on the compassion of strangers? Michael's mission, bringing Spencer home. There is little question that once Michael discovers the truth, he will not hesitate. He will return Spencer to Port Charles. He'll inform Laura Collins and, of course, Sonny Corinthos, because Spencer is his nephew. And he'll be the key to filling up the gaps. Spencer has no idea what has happened during the last year. He is unaware that Esme Prince is assumed dead, Trina Robinson survived, and the world has moved on without him. Most importantly, he has no idea how his return will impact everything. Will Willow make a game-changing discovery? Willow makes an unsettling discovery on the next episode of General Hospital. Meanwhile, Carly and Sonny debrief, while Mac feels disappointed. Willow makes an unwelcome discovery. Willow could come across two significant loose ends that will cause quick chaos. First, she discovered that Drew had slept with Nina several times while flirting and kissing her. This would undercut her impression that Drew is a trustworthy man. It could also jeopardize her connection with her mother. Second, she could figure out that Sasha had a one-night stand and that Michael was the father of Sasha's child. This could provide Willow with the evidence she needs to challenge the Quartermaines and Corinthos for custody of Amelia and Wiley. What situation will unfold? Criminal Mind Port Charles's Grim Reaper is well aware that a number of citizens are out to get him. So, naturally, Cyrus Renault is preparing to strike again. Who is he going after? He's been fixated on Elizabeth recently. Is this her? Meanwhile, Liz and Lucky spend some time in front of Anna. They've been examining Cyrus and believe it's time to submit their findings with the PCPD. Will Anna have enough to pursue Cyrus when Liz and Lucky update her? Debriefed and disappointed, it's time for Carly and Sunny to catch up on each other's life. Carly asks Sunny whether he would finally tell her what has been going on in next week's video peek, which airs Friday. Is Sunny telling his ex-wife about his heart scare? He can also update her on the conclusion of Ava and Sunny's custody dispute, as Avery is no longer spending as much time at Carly's as she once did. Finally, Mac becomes dismayed. This could be regarding the Cyrus Renault case, as he and Anna are set to have a conversation. But it could also be about his train wreck of a son. Cody has been a walking disaster recently, and Mac is aware of this. What is about to become the primary focus of his attention? Work or family? Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.